Have you ever wondered how the modern nation of Israel came to be, and why it's so often at the heart of global conflict? To understand Israel's story, we need to go back to the aftermath of World War II, a time when the world was grappling with the horrors of the Holocaust and the collapse of colonial empires. On November 29, 1947, the United Nations voted to adopt Resolution 181.
This historic decision called for the division of British-controlled Palestine into two separate states, one Jewish and one Arab. It was a bold and controversial plan, but for many Jews, it was a long-awaited promise of a homeland. Arab leaders, however, rejected the partition, leading to immediate unrest.
Despite the tensions, the Jewish leadership pressed forward. At midnight on May 14, 1948, the Provisional Government of Israel declared the establishment of the State of Israel. It was a moment of triumph and celebration for Jews around the world, but also the beginning of a long and violent struggle for survival. The very next day, neighboring Arab nations invaded, launching the First Arab-Israeli War. In the years that followed, Israel faced repeated conflicts with its neighbors, but none was as swift and dramatic as the Six-Day War in 1967.
The build-up to the war had been intense. Palestinian guerrilla attacks increased, Arab rhetoric grew more hostile, and military forces began to mobilize. Egypt, under President Nasser, moved troops into the Sinai Peninsula, expelled UN peacekeepers, and blocked Israeli shipping routes through the Straits of Tiran. Soon after, Egypt and Jordan signed a mutual defense agreement, making a regional war seem inevitable.
Sensing an imminent attack, Israel acted first. On the morning of June 5, 1967, it launched a surprise preemptive airstrike that destroyed the majority of Egypt's air force while it was still on the ground. The same strategy was used against Syria, giving Israel immediate air superiority. With the skies under control, Israeli ground forces launched coordinated assaults across multiple fronts.
In just 6 days, Israel changed the map of the Middle East. It captured the Sinai Peninsula and Gaza Strip from Egypt, the West Bank and East Jerusalem from Jordan, and the Golan Heights from Syria. The victory was staggering, militarily, politically, and psychologically. Fewer than 1,000 Israeli soldiers were killed, while Arab casualties exceeded 15,000. But the war also displaced hundreds of thousands of Palestinians and Syrians, creating deep scars that would shape regional tensions for decades.
The Six-Day War wasn't just a military success, it was a turning point. Israel's borders were redrawn, its military reputation solidified, and its presence in contested territories became the center of international debate. For many Jewish communities worldwide, the capture of East Jerusalem, including the Old City, carried profound spiritual and emotional weight. Yet for Palestinians and Israel's Arab neighbors, it deepened resentment and resistance.
So, why is Israel so frequently at war, even today? The reasons are rooted in history, but also in ongoing realities. Since its founding in 1948, Israel has faced fierce opposition from many Arab and Muslim-majority nations, several of which did not, and some still do not, recognize its right to exist. These tensions have ignited numerous wars, uprisings, and ongoing confrontations, not just with nations but also with militant groups like Hamas in Gaza and Hezbollah in Lebanon.
At the heart of these conflicts lie unresolved territorial disputes, especially regarding the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. Questions about borders, sovereignty, and the rights of Palestinians remain deeply contentious. And Israel's geography adds another layer of vulnerability. It is a small country, surrounded by often hostile neighbors, where even a minor attack can threaten civilian lives.
Regional instability only adds fuel to the fire. The Middle East is a web of shifting alliances, proxy wars, and foreign intervention, making any conflict involving Israel more complex and dangerous. And in recent years, one of the most pressing concerns for Israel has been the threat of a nuclear-armed Iran.
In a dramatic turn of events, Israel recently launched a major operation, codenamed Rising Lion, targeting Iran's nuclear and military infrastructure. Involving over 200 fighter jets, the strikes hit uranium enrichment sites, missile stockpiles, and key military leaders. The goal was clear: to delay or destroy Iran's nuclear ambitions, which Israel sees as a direct existential threat.
This wasn't a sudden move. For years, Israel has warned that it will not allow Iran to acquire nuclear weapons. The fear is simple: If Iran goes nuclear, the balance of power in the Middle East could shift dramatically, making Israel far more vulnerable.
So how does Israel manage to defend itself, surrounded by so many adversaries? The answer lies in its relentless focus on innovation, preparation, and strategic alliances.
Despite its small size, Israel has developed one of the most advanced military defense systems in the world. It operates a multi-layered missile shield. The Iron Dome intercepts short-range rockets, David's Sling handles medium-range threats, and the Arrow system counters long-range ballistic missiles. Together, these systems provide a robust line of defense against a wide range of aerial attacks.
But it doesn't stop there. Israel is also investing in next-generation technology like the Iron Beam, a high-powered laser system that can shoot down drones and rockets with pinpoint accuracy and minimal cost. Its cyber capabilities are among the best in the world, allowing Israel to counter digital threats before they reach the battlefield.
Military doctrine plays a key role too. Israel prioritizes speed and decisiveness, aiming to end conflicts quickly and limit civilian harm. Its forces are trained for rapid mobilization, deep strikes, and operations designed to shift the battleground away from population centers.
All of this is supported by strong international partnerships, most notably with the United States, which provides Israel with advanced weaponry, intelligence, and diplomatic backing.
Israel's story is one of resilience, strategy, and survival. From its controversial beginnings in 1948 to its modern-day battles, both physical and political, it has remained a central player in one of the world's most complex and enduring conflicts. And as the region continues to evolve, Israel's role, challenges, and decisions will keep shaping the course of Middle Eastern history.
Israel's journey is not just about territorial conflicts or military triumphs. It's a story of identity, survival, and the enduring pursuit of peace in a region marked by centuries of tension. For its people, every war, every ceasefire, and every peace negotiation carries the weight of history, of exile, return, loss, and resilience. The struggle is not only about securing borders but also about defining what it means to be a nation in a region where alliances shift, threats evolve, and peace remains fragile.
Despite being one of the most heavily scrutinized countries on the global stage, Israel continues to thrive in many areas: technology, agriculture, medicine, and defense. Its society is diverse, its political debates are fierce, and its democracy remains vibrant. Yet, the nation still grapples with deep internal and external challenges. The unresolved Israeli-Palestinian conflict, questions of national identity, religious tensions, and the moral weight of its actions in war and peace.
As the world watches, one thing is clear: Israel is not a passive actor in history. It is a state born out of the ashes of trauma, forged in war, and shaped by a constant drive to survive and adapt. Whether one views Israel through the lens of admiration, criticism, or both, its story is inseparable from the broader narrative of the Middle East. And as new chapters unfold, the quest for coexistence, security, and recognition remains at the heart of Israel's enduring journey.